I'm trying to see if this, I hope it went under the right live stream because I tried to schedule it so that y'all would know I was coming. So I'm gonna wait while I pull my computer up. Hopefully y'all are seeing it because I scheduled it, and it's not like a scheduled one that looks like I'm missing and then this just popped up. How's everybody doing since last week? I missed some of y'all last week. I'm hoping that everybody's able to make it because I am signing off around 10:30, 10:35. I want to get some rest. Today was a long day, and some of y'all say that this is like therapy for y'all. Well, it's like therapy for me too after a long day. Hey, how are you? I'm glad you're here. I done put my password in wrong. That's not gonna work. I'm excited about this vlog. Florence! Oh my goodness, I haven't talked to you on here in forever. It's so good to hear from you. I'm doing good. You know, once I got home and got settled, I just spent some time decomposing. I spent time playing with Josiah and helping him with his homework. And it really made my mood better. It really did. So, yeah. Earlier in the day, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little stressed out. Like, it's too much going on. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm happy to hear that. Wednesdays typically can be pretty chill. It's always that mid-week time where you're close to the weekend and not so close to Monday that you still just feeling like it's long. Like you feel like some hope coming when it's Wednesday because it's the middle of the week. I don't know. It's almost like the Saturday of weekdays because everybody loves Saturday. I feel like Wednesday is that hump day that everybody enjoys. Everybody just feels like Wednesday is like, okay, I can get through this. Hi, Dee. Happy your evening is going better than your day. Me too. Thank you. Well, you know, I still do the thing where I tell people to say what they're grateful for. I just forgot to do it last week because I was literally sitting here talking to myself for like the first 15 minutes. And by the time people started joining, I was just like happy to talk about something other than whatever I was talking about. So let me see. What is my thankful? Des and I have upcoming travel that I'm really looking forward to. I'm gonna vlog, but I'm just looking forward to the break. And it's just the two of us. We don't get to do that too often, but we did do it more than once this year because we went to Vegas together and it was just us. But yeah, I'm super, super excited about that. What else am I excited or happy, grateful for? Quarantine is over. We didn't have Rona, but my son is in school. So because he's in school, there's more exposures. And if your child is exposed to somebody that tests positive, they make you quarantine. Even if you don't have Rona, we didn't have it, which I'm grateful for. But quarantine ended and he was able to go back to school this week. So that's another thing that I'm grateful for. Not only because I'm happy that he went back to school, but because with him being home with me and Des for like 2 weeks, it helped me to kind of get a grasp of what he's learning and what he's struggling with and what I can help him with. So I had been complaining before he had to stay home in quarantine that I felt disconnected this year because last year Josiah was virtually learning with me. And now that he is back in person, the communication is just not there like it used to be. So it just felt really good to be able to have a grasp on what he's learning and helping him and everything like that. So I know that was a lengthy one, but that is definitely what I'm grateful for. This might be the most important. What is that? I'm grateful for life. Summer and I are trying to get over COVID. Our quarantine will be over in a couple of days. Well, I will definitely keep you and her in my prayers. I'm sorry to hear that y'all have it. How you could talk about it here if you want to, but a couple weeks ago, a couple of my friends were in here. They had it as well, and they were sharing their experiences. So you don't have to if you don't want to, but feel free to. And I hope that y'all feel better, because being sick is no fun. Before this quarantine, me and Josiah and Des came down with a really bad cold, and I kept Josiah home from school for 3 days because of it. And we were all sick. Like, I had to make chicken soup from scratch, and we were all rotating different meds, but it was not COVID. Like, we've been taking tests regularly around here, and I'm just thankful for health too, because health, life, all of that, because life is short. And as you can see, people are passing away that you don't even expect. So every day we get is a blessing, honestly. Let's see. If D or Gigi is still here, let me know. What are y'all grateful for today? Did I just exit out? I can't see it. Let me look right here. This is my camera, my phone, and then I have my laptop to the left. It's easier to read those comments on the computer than it is to read on the phone as they populate. I'm thankful for my friend being safe. Her ex broke into her apartment and threw her clothes and shoes out the window, then set them on fire, and the fire spread to the garage. We called the police. Oh my gosh. I'm glad she's okay too, because who's to say what he would have continued to do if that's how angry he was? I'm really grateful that she's okay. And I hope that, number one, I hope they keep him for a while. Two, I hope that she doesn't try to like entertain him at all after this. Like, don't entertain him, because you know, some people, I don't know your friend, but some people will go back and forth with a toxic person and then like keep, you know, going back. I'm not saying she's doing that, but I hope that he can stay away from her and she can like get away from him. That's, you know what, that's unacceptable, and it's like built up anger. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, D. That must be a lot on her emotionally. I can only imagine. I don't even know what to say to that. That's just, it's a crappy thing to do. It's like, you really must not care at all to do that to the mother of your child. It can be really hard. I've definitely stayed in some situations that I should have left with a quickness. Out of love, though. Like, I know it sounds crazy. It sounds really silly, actually. But when you in love, sometimes you behave stupidly like that. You'll stay with somebody that treats you bad all because you love them. And that's the hard part, especially, is when you are like pregnant and stuff, because you're really hormonal and you're really like emotional, and you could be easily manipulated when you're in that state if you're not careful. Growth is always a thing to be thankful for, and the wonderful thing is, like, as like me knowing you a little bit from YouTube and watching your content and talking and stuff, you're at an age where you have a lot of room left to grow. Honestly, all of us are, but I'm a little older than you, but you can always grow. There's always seasons of growth and change within us, and there's nothing wrong with, going through lessons and challenges to get there. Yeah, me, Summer, my mom have it. The first 3 days were rough because the baby kept having fever and not eating. COVID is horrible. I've literally had every symptom, but I'm mostly nauseous. I'm talking to y'all. What are you doing? Hey, Tia. I'm definitely going to continue to pray, and I'm going to add you to my prayer list tonight. I'm so sorry to hear that. I can only imagine with the baby, too, because when babies are sick, they are so miserable, and you just want them to feel better. It's like, give me all the pain, and I just want you to feel better. You're welcome. You're welcome, Gigi. Tia, what's something that you're grateful for if you're still here? Yeah, I don't know. Like, Rona wasn't around when Saya was a baby, but I just remember he was like 2 months old and he had an ear infection and pink eye at the same time. And I just remember how miserable he was. And I just wish that I could take that pain from him because he was not sleeping. He was not comfortable. Like, it's like hard as a mom seeing your baby feel pain like that and feeling like you can't do nothing about it. Oh, wow, okay. You had a lot of errands to run today? That's how I be feeling on the weekends. By the time the evening roll around, I just be ready to sit down and be entertained. Look at something on TikTok or YouTube or something. And then, like, sometimes when I'm riding by myself, I like to play videos too because they entertain me. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but instead of music, sometimes I'll look at videos. So on Saturday, I have to go and get my phone looked at Best Buy because my battery health dropped down to 79%. So basically, my charger has to be nearby all the time because the phone battery does not last no more. Like, granted, if I'm not on YouTube or filming something, taking a picture, it does fine. Even talking on the phone, not FaceTime, but just regular phone calls is fine. But like social media browsing and editing videos drains my battery. Uploading files drains my battery. So I have to have them look at it and probably end up replacing my battery so that I can be back at 100% battery health. And I'm considering getting a new phone or at least saving up to get a new phone because I think that I want to use it more for YouTube. And I like the cameras on the newer models. What do y'all think about that new iPhone 13 that's coming soon? Coming Friday, actually. Oh, okay. That makes sense. A good movie or a good YouTube video can definitely, a playlist can definitely make a long drive feel less long. What cities other than Atlanta are nice? Grateful for healing my grandma that is 86 years old is getting over COVID-19. Well, I'm going to add her to my prayers as well tonight. Sure will. Hey, Brandy, congratulations. I is tired. I wake up at 5 a.m. It took everything in me to stay away for this. Got to show my love and support. Thank you, Brandy. Well, I don't have no offense taken if you bow out of here because 5 a.m. is going to come real soon. I'm going to start trying to come right at 9:30 so that I can get off like between 10 and 10:30, depending on how good our conversations is going and stuff. Because I be tired in the morning every time. I ain't even going to lie. I'm not getting the 13. I upgraded from 8 to 11 a year or two ago, and it still works just fine. I was thinking about ordering an 11 Pro refurbished from Apple because they're pretty reasonable, and they have a lot of space. And the camera is awesome. My best friend has an 11, and every time we go out, I be like, ooh, can you take a picture of me on your phone? It is so sharp and so clear. So that's an option, or getting the 12 or, the 13. I'm like, it's like the paying $1,000 for a phone makes me feel like I need to throw another $1,000 on top of it and just get a MacBook Pro computer. Because when I grew up, I never had like Apple products. Yes, I'm on the East Coast. So it is like almost 10 here. When I had like computers, they were like Windows computers of different sorts, and they would always break down, but we never really spent more than like $350 on a computer. So to spend $1,000 on a damn phone, growing up, I always had Androids too. Those phones are not expensive, or at least the ones I had, because it wasn't like we were on Galaxy. I had LG, I had Nokia, I had all the different little brands. And so I say all that to say, it's hard for me to want to spend a stack on a phone. Like, no. That's why I bought this one off Amazon. And the crazy thing is the 8 Plus is actually on Apple right now, refurbished for between $360 and $400. And I paid $369 before tax and my insurance plan that I added through Amazon for this one. And it has 256 gigs. It's like, I could see myself upgrading a little, but being able to pay my phone in cash. And even to me, like paying $369 for something used on Amazon, that was weird for me. But I think if you are into like YouTube or anything that's content creation, which for me, I definitely would say I'm into content creation now, because I'm not just making stuff for YouTube. I'm doing stuff on Instagram. I'm doing stuff on TikTok now. You need a nice sharp camera for stuff to work out. Hi, I'm good. How are you? It's good to see you again. I love my Nokia too. I love my Nokia too. And then I switched over to LG, and I had LG for like the longest. Like LG Stylo, LG Stylo 2, and LG Stylo 3. Like I stayed with the Android. I only really switched because of this. Like I got tired of my phone being cloudy when I would do footage and stuff. And I don't know. But the thing is, a lot of my content that I filmed on my front camera, I love the LG Stylo phones too. A lot of the content that I filmed on there on my front camera, it still looked pretty good. So the crazy thing about it is that although it was Android, it wasn't that bad if you had good light. But I can tell the difference now. But it wasn't that bad. Like people were still watching it on that Android. So I'd never be one of those people like, oh no, Team Apple, I see a green bubble. Like, no. I literally just came over last year, and I don't feel like I'm better than nobody because I have an iPhone. The iPhones are overrated for several reasons, like having to pay for storage, having to not be able to add space by inserting something. I miss all of that about my Android. I never, ever ran out of space. I'm always running out of space on my iPhone. So it's never a battle for me. You need to do what's best for you. And I still, crazy thing, I still use all the Google apps, Google Photos, Google Calendar. I literally write when my cycle starts. I know that's probably TMI, but I write when it starts, when it ends. And to track ovulation, I'll put when I was intimate on there and everything. Like, it's just, to me, it's more user-friendly, and I'm used to it in comparison to the Apple stuff. I do like Apple Music, though. Apple Music has a really good library and selection. The only thing I don't like is that the music is not with me. The Flow app, I don't trust apps anymore because I got pregnant using one before. I don't know if it was the Flow app, though. It was something I used when I was in college. Y'all do me a favor and make sure y'all give the live session a thumbs up. Because I see like 5 of y'all on here, but only 1. So if y'all can get us a thumbs up, just thank you in advance. I know it's easy to forget because we just be talking and enjoying each other. Thank y'all. Thank you, D. And everyone else. Truly, I am. I am an Android lover at heart. The things that iPhone has y'all beat on is just the camera, the FaceTime. What else? The camera, the FaceTime, and that's the top 2. The camera and being able to FaceTime. I used to use Google Duo, but the video footage would be kind of like blurry sometimes. Okay, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by, Gigi. I'll see you again. I need to catch up on your recent videos, too. Josiah and Des are in there watching wrestling. I can't wait for y'all to see this vlog. I want to try YouTube Premium. I have not tried that, and everybody that I know that has it says how much they love it. It really does. And your face freezes up. It makes you look like a Sims character. It's so funny. But I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, in this vlog that I'm dropping for y'all on Friday, you're gonna see like my lit weekend. And I think it's gonna be funny. Like, it's just showing y'all like how I spent the weekend, and it's just crazy. But my family is in it. A lot of y'all were asking me like, where do your husband and Josiah be, and what do they be doing? So y'all are gonna get to see that, and then also like the lit part of us going out and how my car almost got booted in Atlanta. Like, I came out of the lounge and there was a boot on my car. Y'all, I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's pretty entertaining. It wasn't funny when it happened, though. I was kind of angry, actually. But in hindsight, it's something I can laugh. YouTube music is something I can't live without. I had never even knew about the music part. I did know about the YouTube Premium because it skips the ads. And for me, I probably need to invest in that because I watch so many videos that I don't want to always watch a whole bunch of ads. I've had it since YouTube Red at the beginning. I can't live without it. Yeah, someone said that like once you pay for it, it's hard to go back to having all that. When are you updating us on the roads with your husband? Probably on live, because he probably, if I can get him to come out here, he'll probably say something like then. I don't know if he's gonna do a dedicated upload with me. And he's in there playing with Josiah, so I don't want to. Des! Can you come here? See how both of them, see, Josiah's going to come. Des, come here. I didn't say anything to you. Not you interrupting playtime or foolishness. Yeah, because the thing is, it's not that he's not going to do it, but I don't know when he's going to do it. And by the time I was even thinking about doing an update on the first one, I ended up getting sponsored for the second one, which both of them are basically the same, except one of them has that egg thing on it and the other one doesn't. It's still a rose. Just get you a rose. That's all I can say. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then scroll down my page and you'll see the recent video. I don't know if Des. He probably might be like not trying to interrupt as well, because all that's gonna make happen is Josiah gonna come out here and not want to come back until Des comes back. They ignoring me, y'all. And he can't text me because I'm on the phone, so. All right. I'm going to talk to him about it if he doesn't come out and see if he'll come and spend some time on my live so we can update y'all briefly. The other thing is YouTube does not like the toy review content. That's how you found me? Oh, well, look at that. Thank you for staying around. My channel is not a toy review channel, by the way, if you didn't know since you found me like that. I do some of everything on here. I do real talk. I give advice. I share my life on here, and then I review stuff. So when you go down my page, you'll see like there's reviews for all kinds of stuff. And I got the whole rose thing inspired from one of my YouTube friends and one of my friends that I know from school. And I was like, ooh, I want to try one. And I kept seeing it everywhere, like all over TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. I kept looking. I'm like, okay, I keep seeing these toys. So when I saw one on my own on Amazon, it was only $20. I was like, ooh, okay. $20, I can do that. So if this thing sucks, I'm not gonna be mad. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I've spent $50 or whatever at Spencer's or like at a store in a mall that sells like toys or whatever, or even like the store that's meant for that kind of stuff. And then you get it home and it sucks and you spent $50 on it, especially in the stores. It's really more expensive there than it is online. So then I waited and it got delayed in the mail, y'all. It was supposed to come within like 6 days. It took like 2 weeks. I was mad. And y'all seen the video. So I was like unboxing it. And then they put it in this cheap ass box that was like real small. You couldn't barely get the thing out of it, but it was really good. And honestly, I still recommend that one. It's just that it's not in stock. Like, it actually went out of stock as soon as I uploaded it. And so when I was telling everybody to like get it, 4 or 5 people that I know personally was like, hey, where's the link? Because it's unavailable. Is there another link? So when the other company reached out because they saw the review and they asked me to sponsor the recent video that I just posted, I wanted to review something that was similar so that if anybody was interested in it, they could get that same thing and be able to get the experience that I got. And I do recommend it. You get 2 for 1, and it's pretty cool. It's very similar. There's plenty of them out there. You know, they have the official one. But, like, yeah, if anybody's watching this and they want to, I have a discount code. Just let me know. It's active, like, going forward. And the links are all in my description box of that video. But I say all that to say, I hope my channel don't become a whole bunch of those because YouTube doesn't love that type of content. But Yosha's going to go where the money resides and where my passion lives, in the middle. But you're going to be expected to see more girl talk, real talk, vlogs, fashion stuff. I've been thrifting, so I can't wait to show y'all that. And I think this fall I want to start doing like outfit of the days and like a little short series instead of the long try-on stuff. You know, because I feel like certain people look for try-ons when they're shopping, but then there's some people that want to like know how to style it too. And my style is very like comfortable. Like, I'm not a person that's like super luxurious or super, I wouldn't even say fashionable. Like, I can put some stuff together, but I'm not like your fashion guru. So I think it'd be fun to see like everyday normal girl, you know, this is what I would wear. Yes, I actually have to drop that other video because my thrift store haul is going to drop next week. So y'all will get to see everything I got. I'm going again this weekend because they had so much good stuff. Oh my gosh. Like, if you are anywhere near a store that has a 99-cent day, all I can say is that's when you can go in there and rack up. And I went on Labor Day, and on Mondays, the Goodwill does the 99-cent Monday, and then every day they have a color that's 50% off. So I went in there like, okay, let me see what I can find that is half off or 99-cent. And I got so much cute stuff. I was just like, oh my goodness, get me out of here. But it's a guilty pleasure of mine going to the thrift store because I feel like I can get whatever I want and not have to feel like, oh shoot, I spent too much money. It's like going to Dollar Tree. You don't feel as guilty when you pick up 30 things because they're all $1. I'm trying to remember, did I check your channel out already last time, or if that was Tamara? I think that was Tamara. So Tia, I gotta check you out too. Everybody else on here, I think I've already checked you out. But do I recommend using the rolls with your man? Yes. But I don't want to keep talking about the rolls. Oh, yes. I used to get a lot of children's books for Josiah when he was younger. And I haven't looked in a while, but they actually do have some really good books, especially children's books. You'd be surprised how many are donated that look brand new. Kids get to that age where they don't want to read. But the thing I wonder about is that... Oh, that's loud. Sorry, y'all. The thing I wonder about is... are in the next 5 to 7, 10 years, are the thrift stores not going to have books anymore because our kids don't read? Our kids are more so like social media and virtual people. You do be getting too much. Girl, you just said what my dilemma is. Like, I was telling Des, I'm going to have to get a trash bag and decide like what stuff I'm going to donate, because I donate back to the thrift stores too, because I don't you know, you don't want to have too much stuff and you don't have no room and you're not even wearing the stuff. That's my problem. Like, I'm such a frugal shopper that when something is on sale, I feel like I have to shop because I'm being smart and I'm being frugal and I'm saving money. So I end up buying a lot of stuff that I actually don't need because of that. And so now I'm trying to do better with not taking stuff because of the potential, but taking it if I'm really going to wear it. And when it's 99 cents, I ain't gonna lie, I picked up a couple pieces that should have actually stayed. So that's something I'm gonna consider for next time. Like, okay, don't get it unless you really like it. Like, I got a really cute pair of jeans, and I want to like cut them up, distress them, make them look cute, and they was only 99 cents. Exactly, D. I need to just keep that quote around me. But you know, the last couple of weeks, I think if y'all were here, you remember me saying that I was trying to do better with spending. And for the last 2 weeks, I have been doing awesome with saving and staying on budget. When I had cash in my wallet, it made me aware of what I was spending, gas, grocery store, and then it was like, okay, I spent this, so this is what I have left. And I've been sticking to that. So my goal is to continue to do that for the rest of the year. And that way, as I'm getting more sponsorships and more passive streams of income and thrift and flip or whatever I'm going to be doing, I'll be able to manage that extra and abundance better. Because before, we were just living the life like we already done made it to where we want to be as far as money goes. And so I'm like, okay, let me dial it back and, you know, stay within a budget. Because I always say, if you can't manage a little bit of money, you're not going to manage a lot of money. You're going to find yourself running out of money if you are not paying attention to what you're spending. So definitely talking to myself, talking to y'all, if you've been wondering about that. Like, dang, I feel like I'm always going into my savings account. Like, that was my problem. Oh, man, I feel like I'm always going into my savings account, but we're making more money now, so what am I not doing right? And then I looked at my bank statement, and it was like, oh, tacos, the lounge, the club. Oh, yeah, I went there this weekend. Like, all this going out, going out, going out. I was like, yeah, I need to sit down. And the crazy thing is, when I was on quarantine, it was the online shopping because I was bored. It was the online shopping. Oh, this is on sale. That's on sale. Ooh, let me get that. So that's what made it hard to save during then. But that's probably when I should have been, because there was no reason to buy anything. We was going to the store, getting all our groceries, and then cooking at home. It was no going to a lounge, going out to eat. And then once stuff opened back up, prices for everything went up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And then our spending habits had gotten crazy because we had stimuluses, extra money coming from different places. And, you know, that's kind of where the splurging came in, but not paying attention. Oh, I can save too. I'm a really good saver. I can be really frugal sometimes. But sometimes, like during my birthday month, you know, my son's birthday month, sometimes for my husband's birthday month, pretty much from spring to end of summer, I get carried away because of those seasonal things. And then this time of year comes and I'm like, wait a minute. Let me get back to doing what I'm supposed to do with these finances. And I guess this time around, I just didn't want the holiday season to come around and I'm feeling like, dang, I don't have the money to get the gifts that I want to get. And it's not about the gifts. I know that. But you know, when you have small children and you do celebrate Christmas, you want them to be able to get some of the things that they wanted. And that's hard to do when you don't prepare in advance if you just don't have that money laying around like that. Oh my gosh, Dee, that's so sweet. I'm a gifter too. If you invite me somewhere, I have to get you a gift. So it'll be times where I'm invited and I don't really have the money, but I have savings. So I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then I'll make sure to get you a gift, and I'm overspending. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm working on setting boundaries with myself again. I'm working on setting boundaries as far as diet and exercise. I've been really consistent with that. Trying to be consistent with self-care so that I don't feel I can't talk. I don't feel deprived, like I'm not doing enough for myself. But then also trying to set boundaries with others too. Like, I'm a mom, I work full time. I do this. This is a job for me as well. So you can't invite me to do stuff last minute and not give me notice and think I'm supposed to just drop everything and be there. Also, if we're not close and you're not there for me, rarely, you can't get mad if you invite me to your milestone and I say I can't make it. You know, I'm making time for things that align with my purpose, and I'm making time for people who show up for me. Hey, Kara. I just can't. I'm never going to show up without a gift because it's rude. So it's like, that's one way I end up overspending. Or like this weekend, this weekend was supposed to be basically just parking. But parking ended up costing $95 because I had a boot on my car and I had to pay $75 to get the boot off the car. So that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Now, because I hadn't been eating out, I didn't go over on my grocery budget. I had the money to pay for it, you know, and it worked out. But that was still an unnecessary and avoidable expense. So the whole point of what I'm saying is sometimes I feel like money just gets away from me. And it don't make sense. Like, I try to be responsible, but I'm always getting invited to do stuff. Like, if y'all look on my channel, my vlogs this year show half of the stuff that I be doing. Yes, I've started going live every Wednesday again. I used to do it, like, all the time, and then I fell off for a minute. But I've been going live every Wednesday again for about 6 or 7 weeks now. It's too much at the end of the month, my money. Yes. And then it's like when it's time to pay the mortgage, that's when we're broke, because it's like we've been spending all the money that we should have been setting to the side all month long, and then at the end comes and it's like it's the first of the month. So it's like I'm trying to do better with, you know, utilizing the money that I have coming in, and that way basically living within my means, saying no, setting those boundaries, telling people, hey, can't this time, I'll catch you next time. And when it's time to treat myself, the money will be there so I can do that and enjoy myself. Another thing is I want to travel more, y'all. I got my passport now. I'm trying to see the world. Maybe not the Rona version of it, but the world, like, you know, resorts and places that you don't always see. Like, I want to do more of that. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to sacrifice some tacos, which is fine, because my husband said, Yosha, I feel like one week we ate at that taco spot like 3 times. And I was like, you know what? We did. That's horrible. Like, I just got used to eating out, and that stuff was adding up. Don't have friends and you won't get invited to things. I need my friends. They are my sanity sometimes, though. So that's not going to work for me. And then when you say no too many times, people stop inviting you. So I always be like paranoid. My friends are not going to invite me anymore if I tell them no for the next 4 months. But no, they still gonna love me. I don't have many friends, so I guess I save a lot. You probably do, but when you have friends that have a lot of birthdays, like I have a lot of friends. So let's see. Let me go through the months of the year. I have birthdays in September. Wait, no. Why am I starting at September? Oh, because we're in September. Okay. I have birthdays in September. Yep. Let's see. Not October, November, December, January. So none in the winter, fall time after September, but that's the holiday time. So I have to save up for Christmas and stuff. Then the next year comes and you got January, no, February, you have a little bit of V-Day stuff, but we don't ever really do too much for that. March, one of my best friends is in March. April, May, my other best friend is in May. My other best friend is in June. And actually 2 of my best friends are in May. I have a lot of best friends, I guess. I had 7 bridesmaids. So like I'm surrounded by, let's just do zodiac signs. Libra, Gemini, Taurus, another Gemini, and let's see, and a Leo. I have 1 Leo that's in August. So it's kind of like the peak seasons of stuff. I'm spending money on stuff because it's always somebody's birthday. And when it's not somebody's birthday, one of my, hey, friend. And when it's not somebody's birthday, is, I'm glad you're here. When it's finally somebody's birthday, or not somebody's birthday, somebody's like, ooh, I'm hosting a game night, bring a bottle. It just be stuff like that. So I'm trying to do better with, like, budgeting for that. I don't know. Two of my best friends are from high school, and the other 4 are from college. Honestly, I don't know. Like, they don't all mingle together. I would say I have like 1 or 2 that I'm more closer to, but we all call each other. Okay, yes, D, I got your birthday in November. That's right. I don't know. Like, I can't explain it. I would just say this. They're all my best friends, but there's different friends for different things, if that makes sense. Like, certain friends I can do classy upscale stuff with. Certain friends I can do ratchet girl things with. Certain friends are down for whatever. So I think it's good because depending on what you need to do, you can go to either one of them. Some of them are good listeners, good for advice. Others are good to turn up with or go on vacation with. And others, we just got good business and like goal oriented on the same page. Like my college friends are different than my high school friends, but I love them all the same. That's all I can say. You know, and I think time known also makes me closer to some of them more than others, but just also like how much we've been through together. It's certain friends that when I went through things, they were there, but they were not physically there. So the bond is different, if that makes sense. But again, I love them all the same. Go out to eat, go out, vacation, chill in the house, friends, separate group. Exactly. And some of them are together, but it's some of my friends in the same circle. We don't get together unless I'm there. So we're not all best friends, but some of us are best friends. It's Angel, the one who used to talk to Rico, the jailbait. Oh, you changed your channel name. I remember now. So what happened with jailbait? And you got to tell me fast. I'm supposed to be getting off in 10 minutes. Been done and over. All right. Everybody do round of applause for Booby. Are you dating anyone now? Anybody new and anyone now? Or are you enjoying your single life? Miss Booby, are you subscribed to my channel? I hope you are. Yes, I talked to someone. Okay, good. Yes. Have fun. Don't put your eggs in one basket unless it's worth it. And good for you. Good for you, because... Yes, come back next week. Spill the tea. Hey. When December what? Are you a Sagittarius or a Capricorn? End of the year or middle of the month? 4. December 4th. Oh, you're a Sag like Kira. Hey. My best guy friend is a Sag. He is a December Sag too. And I have another friend from school who's a Sag, and she's a December Sag. Any Tauruses in the chat, or is it just me today? Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Ow. Don't be going off when I say my sign. If you know of a bad Taurus, it's usually a guy. I'm a May Taurus. No shade, but the December Sag do it better. I agree with you because the November Sag almost caught these hands. I think they have some of that weird Noah shade to any Scorpios in the chat, D. But they have some of that lingering Scorpio energy with that Sagittarian mouth. And it's a no for me. It's a no for me. The December ones are typically pretty cool. Like, we bond. We be going out to eat. They funny. See, November Scorpios are fine, though. It's the November Sagittariuses that are not. Hi, Michael. October Scorpios, I'm not saying they're bad or anything. I don't know many of them. I know 2 that were born on Halloween, which is literally the last day of October. I don't know. I wouldn't want my birthday to be Halloween. My birthday is May 13th. Let me put that in the chat. 5/13. My B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day. Do it like it's your B-Day. Libra, your season is coming. When is your birthday again, Florence? I feel like you've told me this before, but I forgot. What I think about Sukiana? I don't think I know what happened, so I can't even tell you what I think. I know her. I know who you talking about, but I haven't heard nothing about her. Oh my gosh, that's around the corner. What are you doing for your birthday? Josiah and Dez is in there having a blast. Just her in general. So I don't know much about her, but this is what I do know. It sounds like, you know, she came up from the bottom. Her and her guy, they got it out the mud together. Now she famous. She can rap, all that good stuff. People like her because she raw. Body be out and everything like that. That's all I know about her. She broke up with her boyfriend yesterday because the team told her he was stopping her career. Oh. Damn. Well, was her boyfriend stopping her career? Sometimes them relationships can be draining the hell out of you. And, okay, so with Nikki, I know you were talking about Suki, but let's go to Nikki for a second. Because I've been seeing her. Nikki's husband assaulted someone that was on the reel today explaining about how he assaulted her. Nikki's husband also has sexual offender charges, and he was supposed to register in their county because they live in California, I believe, that he's a sex offender, and he didn't. So now he's about to go back to jail. And everybody is basically saying that they're canceling Nikki because they think she shouldn't have married him in the first place because of his background. And that he's a bad person and he's stupid, basically. And then people were clowning her because I think it was the VMAs or it wasn't the Met Gala. So it was the VMAs. She was supposed to be there and then she canceled and didn't give an explanation. And then somebody was joking like, oh, I bet a Chuck E. Cheese is within 2 miles of where the VMAs was. And somebody Googled it and the Chuck E. Cheese was down the street. And so, you know, if you have, you know, a sex offender charge, you can't be within a certain radius of children. Chuck E. Cheese would have children. So it's kind of like he is stunting her growth for the rest of what she would have had left for her career, in my opinion. Like, I was talking to Des about this, and I'm like, if that was our situation and I'm famous and you got some sort of charge that say you got to stay your ass at home, you gonna stay your ass at home. Why am I gonna miss money and exposure to go to an event? I see, I didn't even know she lied. So that's why they said she be lying. And maybe she's lying because she's married, so she don't want to embarrass her husband because that's her husband. You're not supposed to, you know, embarrass your man in front of the public. And she's a public figure. But that's just, to me, it's like these are the years of her prime and she just had so much going for her. And now a lot of folks are canceling her. And that's not one you can always bounce back from. Once you get looked at in that eye, it can really like mess up your brand. Now, as far as Suki, I don't know what Suki's man's issues are. Like I said, I don't follow them. But I made a whole video about not letting your baby daddy or your man stop you from your goals. And that's true. Sometimes you can marry a sour person that is not really happy for you, that's not really rooting for you. You can be with a long-term boyfriend, fiance, whatever, and they doing little shit to keep you from progressing because they jealous or they wish they could be where you was at. Men do get jealous of women too. And I say all that to say, like, it might be something going on behind the scenes. She might be breaking up with him in public and not in private. I don't know. But the industry changes people, and I just feel like it depends. It just depends on the people. It really just depends on the people. And if the relationship was toxic and it's making her brand look bad, then I can understand why her people that's supposed to be in her corner would tell her, like, okay, you can do it. Like, you need to let him go because you look really shitty right now. You're making the brand look good. You're making the brand not align with what we need you for. You need to get focused and get off the internet. Yeah, men could be jealous of women too. Especially narcissists, man. They end up getting with you and they like you because of what you have and how beautiful you are. And then they get with you to keep you from being able to attract things. It's men that are like that for sure. The type that be like, they don't want nobody else to have you, but they do just enough to keep you. And then they still might be doing their dirt at the same time because they're jealous of you. And in that situation, if they got it out the mud and they together and they've been together all these years and he by her side while she get these BBLs and while she on the you know, shade room for spitting the best rap, whatever, he riding that wave. Because why not? That's convenient for him. Somebody blowing up overnight, that's convenient for everybody around you. It's like, oh yeah, I got to keep her close because she got connects to what I can do. So we don't know everything that we see. And like as a content creator, I know I can schedule some shit in advance. Think about all the people who've been pregnant in Hollywood. They don't show us until they're 6 months pregnant, but they still posting all these old ass pictures that they don't look old. They look like they're in the moment, but they prep it out. Content creators. So they show us what they want us to see. Some of it is in real time. Like when they get on live saying stupid shit, like that's real time, obviously. But some of the stuff, they planning it out. If you were dating somebody and they told you that they basically you are where they want to be, would you feel like they start treating the type of way because of it? Do you feel like they're jealous of you? Dating someone that told you that basically you are where they want to be, if you feel like they start. No, I don't know, not at all. Some people can admire you and want to be like you or be where you are and be encouraged by that and inspired and driven and motivated to do those things. But there are some people, everybody knows a jealous, hateful person that wants you to be miserable because they're miserable. That's what I'm saying. There's two different types of people. And there's some people who are like a wolf in sheep's clothing who pretend to clap for you in your face and then don't be happy for you behind your back. So I wouldn't say every person that says something like that to you is jealous of you or doesn't really feel happy for you and you being where you're supposed to be. But there's some people who genuinely love to see people do well. They literally love to like be like, you know what, if he can do it, if she can do it, I can do it too. And then there's some people that's like, well, why I'm not there yet? You know, he can make it, why I didn't make it? Like, it's all in how you feel about yourself. Because honestly, the key in life is believing in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, everything else will follow. Because if you have faith in yourself and what God is going to do for you and your life and your journey, then you're not worried about what the next person is doing. Because even if it's motivating you, it's not a threat to you. And the thing is, if you have the right mindset in a relationship, your significant other doing well means you're doing well. Y'all are a team. So if I'm doing good and I'm with you, we both doing good. It's not like a competition. You have time to be chill because you stable. I don't because I don't have it made. Well, that makes him sound like a distraction. I didn't know what he said, honestly. But when I read that, I was like, well, you sound salty. And when she gets to that top tier status and she's stable, as he's saying, she starts seeing the options that are up there. You know, and you want to stay with somebody that you built from the ground up with, but y'all outgrow each other. You outgrow each other. As she's continuing to grow and he's continuing to stay, she might be growing apart. That part, D, I'm 21 with my own place. He's 23 but lives with his folks. Oh, I see. I would just say this. Do not let anybody move in with you, even if they offer to help you pay bills, because if they can't pay for their own place, they may struggle with paying their bills on time, and you don't want to find that out after they move in with you. Secondly, let him prove himself to you. Do not let him stop courting you. Do not let him stop dating you. Do not let him stop paying for stuff for you. If he can't do that yet, I mean, you got your answer right there about what he can do and how he feels. At this point, he's telling you that he still got some work to do as a man. And I hate to say it, but yeah, they can be jealous because they can feel like, you know, dang, you already where I want to be. And then it's an insecurity in themselves. Like, I'm not able to provide for myself yet. I'm not able to do these things yet. And here you are, you're doing all these things, and I like you so much. It can bring out an insecurity or a form of jealousy. I'm not even going to lie. Speaking of outgrowing, Dreka and Kevin Gates are not together, but they built a family. It's kind of crazy. I never would have thought. No, don't. And I did that with my husband, and I still would say, do not move. Was Kevin cheating on her, though? Because a long time ago, like some months ago, on Twitter, he was floating around having sex with somebody that wasn't her. I don't know if they were already broken up by then, but Kevin Gates is interesting to me. Like, a lot of folks looked up to them. I won't say I looked up to them. I like some of Kevin's music. But some of the stuff he would say and the way he would come off in some of his interviews made him look like he wasn't really a nice person, in my opinion. That's the way he rubbed me off. His opinion. He was definitely doing him. And I don't follow celebrity gossip like that. I know a little something because I'm on YouTube all the time. So I end up seeing like tea here and there from my subscriptions. But not at all. This was a good one, y'all. I don't even want to get off of here, but I want to get some rest. And if I keep talking until 11:30, like usual, then it ain't going to be until after 1 o'clock my time that I go to sleep. And then I'll be real tired tomorrow. But this encourages me to come on a little bit earlier next week. So y'all be sure to, like, you know, come next week. I missed y'all last week. And it was so good to see some of you that I haven't seen in a long, long time. I love going live for this reason. And yes, somebody asked, do I go live every Wednesday? I have been consistently going live every Wednesday. I'm going to try to pick up another day, but I don't want to commit to telling y'all when or what time because I don't want to do it and then y'all be waiting and I'm not here. And you will be more than a baby mama, regardless. If that's what you understand that you want and desire, then you will not settle for less than that. Honestly. Because, I didn't want to be a baby mama and I became one. And I was like, ugh, how? Like, I knew better than this. But I didn't just stay in that situation. And so you won't be in that situation either. Have a good night, too. It was so good talking to you. Y'all, I'll see y'all next time, next week. Thank y'all for everybody popping in, saying hi, staying, chatting, all those good things. Good night. Okay, thank you for turning your notifications on. I appreciate it. Good night. And I'm going to pray for y'all who are sick, your grandmother being sick, or you being sick. I'm praying for all of y'all, too, tonight before I go to bed. Okay, bye, y'all.